Hello, and welcome to this course on Adobe InDesign. But first, let's talk about what this course will be covering. This course will be covering application and panel menus, how to create a document, editing and setting up that document, working with presets, text, frames, tables, colors, and styles, how to create an interactive layout, file preparation and export, how to choose the right font, how to choose the right color, what does it mean to have white space, and finally, balance what appears, what's on the page or the screen. But first, let's start somewhere simple. What is Adobe InDesign? It is basically a page layout and publication software. It is used to create mass media such as posters, flyers, brochures, magazines, books, ebooks, and much, much more. But before we get started with InDesign itself, let's talk about Workspaces. Here we have two pictures here. These are pictures in my apartment, and the photo on the left is my graphic design station. I have my Mac, my MacBook, my internet and cable modem, my speakers, and my printer at the top of my desk. Basically, I just use it for graphic design, like I said. Photo on the right is my other desk with my Windows laptop, a lamp, a couple pens and highlighters, and mainly I use it for light internet browsing. Anyways, let's get on to the next type of workspace. The next type of workspace is probably in front of you, your desktop. Is it clean? Meaning just a few icons and all your files and folders are just neat and organized, and you can just find what you're looking for quickly and efficiently. Or is it messy, meaning your icons and documents and just folders everywhere and it just takes you a few minutes to find what you're looking for? Well, just take a few seconds here and just look at it. Is it one or the other? I'm not going to tell you how to get organized. It's just a great thought because what you're about to see next is a very organized workspace in InDesign. Before we get started and take a quick peek into InDesign by creating a new document, these videos were made for Ms. Gaber's class, so the icons should already be in the doc. If not, here in a second on the right, I will show you how to get to InDesign and launch the program. To launch InDesign, simply double-click the hard drive and the Finder window will appear. Navigate to Applications, wait until the folder loads, scroll until you see Adobe InDesign CC 2015 and simply double-click the icon. Eventually, you will see a splash screen and InDesign will open. A little later, I'll show you how to create a new document. Well, what do you see? A workspace. Little intimidating, right? But that's what this video is for, to help you learn the basics of InDesign. Why did I mention Office and Desktop Workspace? Well, InDesign is another type of workspace, and there are 4 sections of helpful tools. We have the Tools palette here on the left, we have the menu bar, which is for Mac only, at the top, we have the Preference panel, which is at the right, and we have the Control panel, which is also docked at the top, just not in this slide. The Tools palette, Control panel, and Preference panel are, get this, customizable. Isn't that great? Let's start with the Tools palette. And in the Tools palette, there's a place for everything. It's customizable in 3 ways, and I will show you those 3 ways in the next slide, as well as a demonstration of what is on this slide and the next slide. So here we have the compact vertical, which is on the left, the compact horizontal, which is in the center at the top, and my favorite layout, 2-column floating on the right. Now here's a demonstration which will be shown in the middle of this slide. So here we are in InDesign, just opened, just launched, and here is the Start workspace. This is where you're going to start. If not, go ahead and go to this corner here and select Start. That way, if you follow this video, you'll be able to follow this video. Next, we are going to create a new document. So we are going to go to this left-hand column and select New. A new dialog box will appear. For now, we're not going to worry about any settings or anything. We're just going to select OK. So here we are. We have our newly opened document. It's blank. But anyways, we're going to talk about the Tools box here in the left-hand corner. So this is what it looks like. It's one long bar. And you have multiple options to do it. You can leave it stationary, or you can make it a floating palette by clicking and dragging out of the dock. And to change orientation, all you have to do is click on this little double arrow icon in the corner of the palette and click it. Now it is a horizontal floating palette bar, as you can see. To make it my favorite preference, click it one more time and it'll be a 2-column floating palette, as you can see here. And go ahead and just place it wherever you want it. Usually I have my tools on the left. Well, what happens if you accidentally close the tool palette? It's gone. No, I'm actually just kidding. To make it reappear, simply go to the Window option at the top of the menu bar and select Tools. So let me just give you a breakdown of the Tools palette, just the basics. I'm not going to show you anything, what they do. That will be it for a future video. So we have the selection tools, we have some drawing tools, we even have some hidden tools. Those are indicated by a right arrow, right of the icon, and basically all you have to do is select and hold until the menu pops out for additional tools. I will repeat that in another video. To continue, we have the type tool, the line tool, the pen tool, the pencil tool, the frame tool, which is your housing structure to hold your images and text. We have a shape tool. We have several different transformation tools such as the scissors, free transform, gradient swatch, and gradient feather. Let's continue here. There are several different tools for information gathering, such as the note tools, eyedropper tool, measure tool, hand tool, zoom tool, stroke and fill. And last but not least, we have different options for the view tool. Next, we have the menu bar, which is basically just menus and other miscellaneous things to control the application. Just below the menu bar, we have Bridge, which is an organizational tool to help you organize your files and pictures and whatnot. You have another option to search Adobe Stock. For stock photos, you have a zooming tool to zoom in and out of your document. You have different viewing options, different screen modes, different ways to arrange your documents if you have multiple windows open. And you have different options to change workspaces and a search option to view the Adobe help site, which will be very helpful in the future. Next, we have the control panel, and basically just for today, just know that it contains different options for the current tool that is selected. Last but not least, we have the preference panel. There are all kinds of different panels to help you modify and monitor what you are working on in the current document. These are also known as floating palettes since you do not have to dock them in place. Phew! Oh my gosh, are you feeling overwhelmed like I am? Well, don't worry. All these nifty needle tools and other featured concepts will be covered in future videos. Well, I hope this was informative, and I would like to thank you for viewing. See you next time!